All right. Boxing Source here checking in, and we have a guest here for you that is going to be competing on Showbox, the new generation, coming up this Friday over in the Royal Caribbean Resort in Orlando, coming in with a record of 13 wins and no losses from New Haven, Connecticut. It's our guy, the silent assassin, William Foster, in the building. What's going on, brother William? Uh, hold on a sec. Hold on, William. I think you're still muted on there. So yeah, let's see here. Let's see if we got our guy William Foster here checking in. So what's up?
Hey, what's up? You can hear me now?
Yeah, we can hear you. We can hear you now, man. We all good. We all good. I know that you're, in there in Orlando, sunny Orlando, whatnot. You have your fight here coming up against Edwin De Los Santos, another undefeated fighter. But I know that you just arrived in Orlando, kind of like getting yourself comfortable. So how you feeling going into this fight on Friday night?
I feel real good. We just we're doing good. We have a good game plan, and we're just trying to see what happens and get the victory on Friday. So yeah, everything's looking good.
Yeah, I know that you've had like a couple of fights last year. One against, Donald No Love Smith, and then another one against Pedro Hernandez, where you ended that fight with a knockout victory. But here you're coming in here with, another undefeated fighter, and I know that you've faced a couple of undefeated fighters like Donald Smith and Suleiman Sagawa. So this is almost like a thing that you're kind of familiar with, going up against these tough fighters coming up in the ranks.
Absolutely. We try to fight the best as much as possible, and he seems really good. He got a good resume and stuff. So yeah, it seems like it's going to be a really good fight for us.
Now I see that this is like an 8-round super featherweight bout. You're kind of like back and forth in the super featherweight and featherweight division. How are you like taking that? Are you kind of like comfortable at 126 or at 130?
130, super featherweight, most likely. Yeah. I only fought one featherweight with Donald Smith, and I didn't really like it that much. But normally, I'm a super featherweight.
I get it. I mean, they're a pretty tall fighter at like 5'10". So there you're at like 5'10", around 130. Going down to 130 is one thing, but going down to 126 is a whole nother story, man. So yeah, I kind of see you, like being uncomfortable trying to get all the way down to 126.
Yeah.
But with this fight here coming up, you're part of that thing with the Showbox New Generation card there. That particular presentation has been in existence for about 20 years now, showing the up and coming prospects and things like that. So how do you feel being part of that televised card coming up on Friday night?
Super excited. I always wanted to be on cards like this. This is like a very good opportunity for me and my team and stuff. So yeah, we have to show out since we have the opportunity now. So yeah.
No doubt, no doubt. And I know that, Edwin De Los Santos kind of like, foresees this as being a war here against you in this particular bout. Do you kind of like see that same thing, that it's going to be like a real tough, drag out fight against this guy? Or do you see something that could make this, a little bit easy out there?
I believe it's going to be more of a mind of who wants it and who wants it more. Anything, like I said, anything can happen in boxing. Boxing is a unique sport, so anything could happen. But I'm gonna play chess with him, and it's gonna be it's all about the battle of the mindset, and we'll see if he has the mind to keep up with me.
Gotcha. Now I see here that you got the nickname the Silent Assassin. Kind of like go into the origins of that particular nickname and how that kind of like stuck with you.
Um, uh, My father called me that. But right before I started like fighting pro, so I just thought to myself like, that's a nice name. So I was like, I'm gonna stick with it. I like Silent Assassin, the name of it. It just seems right for me.
I feel you. I feel you. I mean, sometimes you got to be mellow, but once you step into the ring, it's all business. So
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
so I kind of like get that. I know that you had your older brother there, Charles Foster. They're in the light heavyweight division, also undefeated at 20-0. How is it like having a older brother there, also competing in the boxing ring?
Um, he's we always were like competing on on different levels and stuff. Like he was the older brother, so he went to go first and stuff. And I followed suit and I learned from what he learned, like just from looking in and stuff. So when the opportunity came up, he made sure that he was the the more impressive fighter every single time he got the chance to do so. And that's how we were always were, how we always are. We're just always trying to progress and fight the best and trying to be better than our opponents. And that's the name of the game. This is what we do. So yeah, it's just nothing new. We just do this all the time. This is how we're built.
I agree. So it's like you and your brother Charles are like competitors, inside the ring, but also, outside the ring at a certain extent, kind of like seeing like, okay, I seen what you did in there, your performance and I'm gonna see if I could, one up you or something like that. But, also staying focused on, who you have in front of the ring there as well, right?
Oh, of course, but yeah, we're brothers first and stuff, and we're competitors second. So we always see what we're doing wrong and stuff, and we tell each other what we feel like we can do more or do better and stuff. So we always criticize on each other, and it makes us better fighters for it. So I think it's good and necessary for us to be this way. You know.
Yeah, gotcha, gotcha. Now I know that you had a fairly decorated amateur career. You've been in the PAL Nationals, Golden Gloves, and also the Junior Olympic Nationals. Kind of like go into your experience there as an amateur fighter, pretty much around like almost what 90 fights or something like that as an amateur before you became a professional.
Yes, for a lot when I was very young, like, and it was mostly the tournaments and stuff. So once the tournaments hit and it was like yearly, it was like nonstop. Like once the tournament started hitting, we just always was going and just going everywhere and fighting everywhere. So we were never like resting. Like we was just always, it was just normal for us to keep going and see how much we can do. And the experience that I've learned from all those years is fantastic. Like it made me part like and grew me to where I am today.
Yeah,
So
gotcha,
yeah.
gotcha. I mean, you did have the thing there as an amateur, pretty extensive career as an amateur, but you've been putting on gloves since you were pretty much like a little type man, around like 4 or 5 years old, and kind of like competing at 10 years old too. So what? I mean, couldn't you like recall like putting on gloves and seeing yourself being a competitor in boxing before starting off in the amateurs?
When I started when I was 4 years old, I was training with my father, and my brother Charles Foster was training when he was 7. So I was 4, he was 7, and we every single time my father actually competed. So when he competed and stuff, and he learned what he learned at that time of the gym, because little kids wasn't allowed to be at that gym at that time, he would go and we'll go downstairs and he'll teach us every single thing, every step that he learned from that. And it went on for a good 3 years. And then we started going to the gym, to his gym and stuff. And then we left there and then we started going to the gym that we are now, Lewis Rose's gym. And then we just skyrocketed from there. So yeah, it was just a build up from there to Lewis Rosa to now. So
So,
yeah, it
I
was
mean,
really
you
good.
kind of like, love the sport from, just being a little toddler up to this particular point right now. So it's kind of like, sometimes with that, it's like, as long as you, love what you do, it doesn't really seem that much like work or that you're, working at hard and stuff like that. So that's a great thing right there. Once again, William Foster the third here, the silent assassin. He will be facing Edwin De Los Santos on Showbox A New Generation coming up this Friday here, January 7th, over at the Royal Caribbean Orlando in Orlando, Florida. Now, going back into this fight here with Edwin De Los Santos, he's another undefeated fighter, pretty powerful fighter, so to speak. He, says that he has like one punch KO power. Like, what have you thought about what he's been able to do so far in his professional career up to this point?
I believe that his resume is very good. I think that he has punching power. I'm not taking anything away from him and stuff, but the opponents that he fought isn't the right opponents for him to grow as a fighter for experience wise. I think he got like too comfortable fighting people that's beneath him or like have no chance of beating him and stuff, but that's not with me. I like to fight the best to make me grow and have like the experience underneath me. So that's the biggest thing, the biggest gap between us. Like I want to fight the best of the best and stuff. And yeah, he gets to do it now, but we'll see if he can keep up with the knowledge and experience that I have on Friday.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, like I did mention earlier, you did have key fights here. One against Suleiman Sagawa, who I kind of like seen recently in a bout, over in the Washington D.C. area against Kobe Abridi, and also with Donald Smith. And that particular fight was pretty much around Donald Smith's hometown there in Philadelphia. So you were able to go in there and get a unanimous decision win over Donald Smith. And I know that he claims that, he has his nickname No Love, but you didn't show him no love in the ring, I guess, you know what I mean? So I guess that was, kind of like key in you having that particular experience, getting you prepared for this fight against Edwin De Los Santos.
Yeah, exactly. In this game is you can't think of yourself as like this is a person that's in your way. So you can't have no love in the ring ever. So that's how we always were. We were and no love. No love is okay when you're in the ring, but outside the ring, you're cool. Like everybody that's how we were all the time. That's how we grew up. Like we always give it our all in the ring and in sparring, even against each other. We always go all out because it would be more disrespectful if you didn't. So say if you were like holding back and stuff, that's not no way to treat like your family and stuff. You want them to succeed just as much as you want to succeed also. So it just brings out the best in you. So if you're not showing no love and stuff, it brings out the best in both of you. So that's what it always was. But he was only thinking that he's the only one that did it. But we've been doing it for years also. So it's understandable why he would think that.
Yeah, I feel you. It was good experience there for you there at the 2300 Arena in Philadelphia. Know that was like a little bit of a drive from New Haven and stuff like that going down to Pennsylvania. But here you are now in sunny Orlando. I pretty much was like down there a few weeks ago. Definitely a stark contrast from being up in New Haven, Connecticut in a way. So I know that you are kind of like getting yourself acclimated to the surroundings out there, but how is that going so far?
It's going well. It's way warmer out here, so everything's going much well out here and stuff. We're just settling in and just waiting for tomorrow so we can start training again, and then on Thursday so we can weigh in, and then Friday is showtime so we can just do what we do best.
Yeah, exactly. Now, you're there at that 130-pound division. It's pretty stacked out there with the young fighters that's out there. Yourself, you're there competing at 130. What do you see as far as like your plans within the next couple of years or so, given that you have guys that are world champions like Shakur Stevenson, Oscar Valdez that are out there, and you also have a lot of other competitors, like particularly in this particular fight card itself with guys like like Snark Bunch and stuff like that too. So what is it to kind of like compete there in the 130-pound division and kind of like see yourself being a good, what I would say, a good contender there at 130 in the next few years?
Oh, uh this particular fight, just to show what I am, is going to be just a message to all the 135 or 130 pounders that I'm at the division, and I'm here. So it just shows them what they're used, like what they're going to get when they ever try to fight me and stuff. So it's a great message and an introduction for me to show them who I am as a fighter.
Oh, most definitely. And we're definitely going to see a whole lot of you here in this particular fight card on Showtime Friday, January 7th, there in Orlando. For those that are, tuning in here to this interview, be sure to check out the silent assassin, William Foster III, as he goes in there against Edwin De Los Santos there in that super featherweight bout. Here at the Boxing Source, we greatly thank you, William Foster, for joining us here, and we're definitely going to be checking you out on Friday night, man.
Thank you for having me.
Not a doubt, man. Good luck to you, bro.
Thank you.